How's it going, everybody? Daner here with North Central Coins, and welcome back to another episode of the most rare and valuable coins in Australia. Are you ready to discover one of the most rare and valuable 5-cent coins that could be floating around in your pocket change? Well, buckle up and get ready to be blown away, because today we're diving into the fascinating world of coins from down under and discussing an incredibly rare 5-cent piece that, if identified correctly, can be worth some insane amounts of money. So join us as we explore the history, rarity, and value of this prized piece of modern Australian currency that is worth an absolute fortune. Before I do get into this, I would really appreciate if you guys would smash that thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and also ring that bell notification so you can stay up to date with my new content. Also, make sure to stay to the end of the video if you would like to find out how much you could get for one of these coins if you were ever to discover one. And then without further ado, what do you say we get right into it and discuss the 2007 Doublehead Australian 5-cent coin. Let's get it, guys. Australia, Canada, and Britain all share a symbiotic relationship when it comes to their coins and currency, but February 14th, 1966 marked a monumental turning point for Australia. On this fateful day, the nation bid farewell to its age-old currency system, which was rooted in the British pound, shilling, and pence, and embarked on a bold expedition towards the modern decimal currency system that it now proudly flaunts. This transformation was no mere alteration, it was a seismic shift that encompassed various pivotal elements. As the Australian pound, which had long held sway as the primary currency, gracefully bowed out of the spotlight, it made way for the emergence of the Australian dollar. This new currency, bearing the familiar name of dollars, was ingeniously divided into 100 cents, echoing the global currency trends that were taking shape. With the adoption of the decimal system, it was inevitable that a new arsenal of coins would take center stage. This impressive ensemble included the 1 cent, 2 cent, 5 cent, 10 cent, 20 cent, and 50 cent coins, each of them a piece of numismatic innovation. However, it's worth noting that the sands of time continued to flow. The 1 and 2 cent coin gracefully bowed out of the scenes, finding themselves relegated to the annals of coin history. New banknotes were also issued in varying denominations to cater to the diverse needs of the Australian populace. The modest $1 and $2 notes were soon joined by their more illustrious counterparts, the $5, $10, and $20 notes, and in subsequent years, the coveted $50 and $100 notes also made their splendid entrance. During this pivotal juncture, both the old pound shilling pence system and the new decimal system coexisted, akin to the old friend bidding farewell to a new one making a grand entrance. This effort was aimed at empowering citizens with the knowledge required to navigate this brave new financial world. The aim was not only to ensure a seamless transition, but also to foster a sense of comfort and familiarity with the novel currency. To quell any concerns about financial upheaval, existing savings and bank accounts underwent a meticulous transformation, evolving from pounds to dollars. Remarkably, the value essentially remained the same, thus maintaining the economic equilibrium. Australian coin decimalisation was more than just an alteration. It was a profound leap forward in Australia's financial and economic evolution. It bestowed upon the nation the gift of simplicity in everyday transactions, endowing customers and businesses alike with a newfound ease in calculations. Today, the Australian dollar stands tall as one of the globe's prominent currencies, wielding its influence with grace and authority in international trade and finance. The Australian 5-cent coin, which was introduced on February 14, 1966, replaced the pre-decimal 6 and has been the lowest denomination coin since the withdrawal of the 1 cent and 2 cent coins in 1992. Due to inflation, its purchasing power has steadily declined, and as of 2018 represents only 0.27% of the minimum hourly wage for workers aged 21 and over. Typical of most Australian coins, the reverse side features a design of an iconic Australian animal, while the obverse side displays Queen Elizabeth II. A commemorative 2016 coin marked the 50th anniversary of decimal currency. Despite its high mintage, the Australian 5-cent coin doesn't actually circulate well due to its low value, similar to the Euro 1 cent coin. The lowest production run was 8.25 million in the year 1972, while the highest was 306.5 million in the year 2006. No coins were actually issued for circulation in the years 1985 and 1986. They were only minted for special edition proof and specimen sets. There have been many debates about removing this coin from circulation due to its low value and high production costs. In May 2007, its bullion value was around 6.5 cents, though there were no reports of hoarding or melting despite the potential 30% profit. Market prices as of June 2018 were about $7 per kilogram for copper and about $15 per kilogram for nickel, making the metal content worth 2.5 cents or 50% of its face value. The production cost in making these coins is reported to be 12 cents. In Australia, these 5-cent coins are legal tender for amounts owed up to $5 in debt payments. So now that we have given you guys some basic information on the Australian 5-cent coin, what do you say we get into the coin that you guys are all here for, and that is the 2007 double head. Now, the Australian 5-cent coin with the double head heir was minted in the year 2007. It's super important to note that this heir is specific to the 2007 dated 5-cent coins. Now, what makes this coin so special is instead of the regular design with Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse and the Enchedna on the reverse, this coin actually has the Queen's portrait on both sides of the coin. This is an extremely rare occurrence and the result of a minting error. The exact number of these coins in circulation is not precisely known, but due to their rarity, they are highly sought after by collectors. It's estimated that only a very limited number of these coins were actually produced, making them a highly valuable find. Collectors of heir coins find this particular coin highly desirable due to its uniqueness. Heir coins often command high prices in the numismatic market, especially when they involve a significant deviation from the standard design. Now, before we get into the value, let's go over some of the specifications. The 2007 heir you are looking for will come in a rotated, incorrect alignment, usually resembling coin alignment, but there may be deviations in the orientation of the obverse and reverse, but the most important thing is that this piece has the obverse die design on both faces of the coin. Now, some of the specifications. It was minted at the Canberra Mint. It is composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel. It has a weight of 2.83 grams, a diameter of 19.4 millimeters. The obverse was designed and engraved by Ian Rank Broadley, and the reverse was designed and engraved by Stuart Devlin, and the edge of the coin is milled. Now, in the past, I have discussed a few of the Australian, British, American, and Canadian coins that you can find that can be worth some buku crazy amounts of money, but usually the sad fact and reality of coin collecting is it's the older pieces and the specimen pieces and the Holy Grails that are worth a lot of money. But this one is actually a modern coin. It is from the year 2007, so there is a decent chance if you are from Australia that you could find one of these if you are a coin roll hunter or coin collector. Now, in terms of value, this is definitely one of the most valuable modern Australian coins that I have covered on my channel. It can be worth around $3,300 for an MS60 example. It can be worth $5,600 for an MS63 example, which as far as I can tell is the highest graded known example. But if you were to find one of these and it's scored around an MS65, you could easily be talking a $10,000 coin. And another super important thing to note is that it's much more common for Australian, British, and American coins to score from MS67 to MS70. Canadian coins rarely surpass the MS67 mark. I'm not quite sure why. If any of you guys have any information or theories on that, I would love to know down in the comments. But for whatever that reason is, Australian coins seem to have a higher chance of getting those higher grade tiers, which can also add to the premium of this coin. So if you found one of these and it scored in an MS68, MS69, then you could be talking a $20,000, $30,000 heir coin right here. What do you guys think about the Australian 5-cent double head heir? What would you ever do if you found a legitimate example, or if you ever have found any of the coins discussed in this video? Let me know down in the comments. I would love to know. I would also really appreciate it if you guys would smash that thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and also ring that bell notification so you can stay up to date with my new content. I have a whole lot of awesome videos planned where I'm going to be breaking down all of the rare and valuable coins from Australia, Canada, Britain, the United States, and many other countries. So make sure to stay tuned for all of those. But I think this is pretty much going to do it for this one, folks. So until the next one, everybody, peace out and have a good one, folks.